Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we have some pretty interesting Xbox news where they're going through a pretty big overall corporate restructuring, and now kind of talk about the future of the Xbox. Now, as you guys know, the Xbox is a somewhat well-known console, I'd imagine, but there's also a lot of big more advances in the future technology that can be always gone and well tied into when it comes to consoles like the Xbox or Microsoft or PC gaming or Game Pass or whatever it might be. So we're gonna go talk about this, talk about some pretty big brand new people actually being involved as well as an Xbox, and a bit of a nice little laid-back video. So if you guys will sit back, relax, and enjoy as well, make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on. We have all the Theragun promotions all linked down below if you guys want to go check those on out. We have all three of the separate links over here for our Best Buy partnership. We also have the Twitter and Twitch room probably live up on Twitch right now if you guys are bored and want to say hi, and let's go and dive on into the video itself. So as you guys know, Microsoft is a pretty big company with thousands upon thousands of employees, and as well, Xbox is one of the biggest subsidiaries of it. Now, Microsoft is also somewhat hands-on when it comes to Xbox, and they want to also make sure that basically things like cloud gaming are being integrated and utilizing their Microsoft servers, or things like AI have a chance that they're investing a lot of money into, such as ChatGPT, to have a chance to go and help out and beneficially affect Xbox because it is all the Microsoft company, and if they can have interconnected businesses working together, they would like to go and do it. But for this one, we actually have some intriguing news where it comes to Microsoft, where they're reorgs its Xbox and marketing teams to prepare for an AI and gaming future. Xbox gets ready for Activision Blizzard, and Microsoft gets ready for more AI. Very intriguing to go and see. So Microsoft is reorganizing its Xbox gaming and marketing leadership, less than 2 weeks after acquiring Activision Blizzard. Microsoft is promoting Matt Booty to President of Game Content and Studios, including a new responsibility of ZeniMax, and Sarah Bond to Xbox President, overseeing all Xbox platform and hardware work. On the marketing side, Chief Marketing Officer Chris Copeslia is stepping down after 32 years of working at Microsoft and probably having a pretty well-deserved retirement. The Xbox changes mean Booty will now lead an expanded organization inside Microsoft Gaming that now includes ZeniMax and Bethesda, saying ZeniMax will continue to operate as a limited integration entity led by Jamie Leder, President and CEO, reporting to Matt, explains Microsoft Gaming CEO Phil Spencer in an internal memo obtained by The Verge. Now, also, actually going to make a little bit more sense. I think how it seems like the structuring is you have Phil Spencer at the very, very top of all of Xbox, and then you might probably have individual massive CEOs for these subsections, such as keeping an Activision CEO, which would go and have the subset of all the other prior companies of Call of Duty, World of Warcraft, Overwatch, Diablo, whatever. Then you have things like the ZeniMax and Bethesda, how they're mentioning right over here, where they're going to be having then someone on top of that to also then have like the overseer of the companies, and then think about other very subsidiary things like, let's say, 343 and Halo. You'd have their own separate president, and they would all kind of go and cycle on up to good old Phil Spencer, which just seems like a pretty fun funnel at the end of the day. Interesting to go and see. So it kind of seems like some people are being shuffled around and some other investments are being moved around as well. So Booty expanded his role should help Microsoft Gaming avoid scenarios like Redfall in the future, and the red with Microsoft clearly focusing on better collaboration between the teams that acquired from the ZeniMax Bethesda acquisition. Great games are fundamental to everything we do, explains Spencer in his memo. We believe that an expanded gaming content organization, one that enables Xbox Game Studios and ZeniMax Development Studios to collaborate effectively together, will empower the world-class studios to do their best work in growing our portfolio of games players love. This is very, very intriguing to go and see because, well, they're trying to expand it out. They're trying to go have more people hands-on, and I feel that actually is something that Xbox needs. Microsoft and Xbox are huge companies, and a game like Redfall, for anyone who is an actual gamer who has some sort of quality control aspects, would never have let that game go through. No one plays it, no one liked it, the game was more of an insult, if anything, to be released, and the fact that it wasn't properly delayed is, I think, is a horrible thing as well. I think a lot of folks are, at the end of the day, upset about this. I was upset about Redfall too. It was really, really just gross. So they need to have more proper structuring for this. So Bond will now take over the hardware and software platforms of Xbox. To manage the platform of today and build the platform of tomorrow, we are bringing together the teams that will make this possible, explains Spencer. Sarah Bond will lead this team as president of Xbox, bringing together devices, player and creator experiences, platform engineering, strategy, business planning, data and analytics, and business development. Bond has been a rising star inside Xbox and Microsoft since joining in 2017, particularly behind the scenes of a recent acquisition of Activision Blizzard. Bond even appeared during the FTC versus Microsoft hearing to explain video games in the Xbox business to Judge Jacqueline Scott Corley. Bond will now be responsible for the future of Xbox, both in hardware and software, which also has two major big changes, which might have the redesigned diskless Xbox Series X, next year and the next gen hybrid console as well in 2018, which we did actually make a few quick videos on that. If you guys want more in the future, I can. It was kind of like lost a little bit in the sauce for all the other Xbox news. These Xbox leadership changes mean that there will be more women in gaming leadership roles at Microsoft than men once Bobby Kotick, CEO of Activision Blizzard, departs in 2023. So if you guys want to look through some of the big stuff over here, you can basically see Matt Booty, Sarah Bond was the president, Dave McCarthy over here, Jarrett West, Amy Silverman as the chief consumer sales officer, Bobby Kotick, who's stepping down, Jocelyn Main, chief of staff at Microsoft Gaming, Cynthia Peer for human resources, Carrie Perez at communications, Linda Norman at the CLA, and Tim Stewart too as well. So we have a lot of folks in this. Over on the marketing side, chief marketing officer Kopesia is stepping aside for Takashi Numoto as well. Takashi has been at the heart of our cloud transformation, says Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella in an internal memo to employees. I'm thrilled for him to step into the CMO role for the Microsoft and drive our vision forward. Capessa has been at Microsoft for 32 years and famously appeared on stage alongside co-founder Bill Gates during a presentation where a pre-release version of Windows 98 crashed into a blue screen of death. Capessa has led marketing at Microsoft for decades throughout the transition to cloud, the launch of Xbox, and many more moments. So Microsoft's also promoting Youssef Mahdi to Executive Vice President, Consumer Chief Marketing Officer, with the place of the senior leadership team. So just a lot of stuff is being replaced around. Mahdi first joined Microsoft in 1992, working on product management for internal Internet Explorer and Windows before helping Microsoft into the century with Bing, and he's also been involved in the Surface, Windows 10 launch, and HoloLens. So basically, we'll serve as the champion of our end-user experiences and build on his work, launching several AI-powered services to lead Microsoft Copilot product marketing, explains Nadella in his memo. We continue to go lead our search, ad, and news and devices and creativity customer solutions and CSAs. So it's very intriguing because, once again, they also want to go push more into AI. Now, there's a bit of a side note for this. Xbox has been utilizing AI for quite a few various features. Number one, for prior, obviously, information such as this with AI services, but as well with ChatGPT, them utilizing things such as like trying to ban or warn people in games, or other various things in terms of like even utilizing AI into things like their graphics cards to try to go and utilize like, cloud hosting when it comes to that, try to use that for like ray tracing, such, etc. And a lot of that kind of more, I guess, internal base for Xbox news as well. So it does kind of seem like Xbox still wants to go and expand into AI gaming, AI hosting, AI servers in combination with Microsoft as well. They're all kind of interconnected, obviously, because they own by Microsoft. They utilize the servers, etc., Game Pass, blah, 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 blah. So Microsoft is also moving to his consumer sales organization, to the Microsoft gaming team as well. Led by Amy Silverman, this is the team responsible for Microsoft's consumer retail work. Amy's charter crosses all consumer products, including devices and creativity, as well as all things gaming. Team's focus will be to transform the gaming sales motion to attract new audiences, and it also kind of seems that they're going to expand into, like, say, mobile, into more PC, them utilizing the PCs as well, when it comes to them utilizing TVs, when it comes to them utilizing, VR, all this type of other various platforms too as well. So Microsoft will need to be carefully integrate Activision Blizzard into its Microsoft gaming division. Dave McCarthy, who is currently the Chief Operations Officer at Microsoft Gaming, will lead into efforts on the operations side. We're now waiting for Microsoft to name a new Activision Blizzard CEO to replace Kotick at the end of the year. Microsoft's reorgs here are clearly about its potential in gaming and AI. So with our recently closed acquisitions of Activision Blizzard King, we are doubling down on our gaming business, says Nadella. Microsoft closed its Activision Blizzard acquisition earlier this month, with plans to announce which games are coming to Xbox Game Pass in the next upcoming months as well. So it kind of seems like they're still trying to push a lot into AI and trying to go and put a lot more money, especially with $70 billion of Activision, to make Xbox big. Microsoft has been integrating AI into Windows, Office apps, Bing, and much more to attempt to be an early leader in AI, and Microsoft 365 Copilot launches next week, allowing businesses to generate emails, rewrite paragraphs, analyze Excel data, and a lot more. And Nadella discussed the potential for AI during Qualcomm as well, and all this can be integrated and will be integrated into Xbox too, whether it's for trying to go find game promotions, sales ideas, hosting, what games you'd recommend on Game Pass, sales emails, whatever it might be, also banning people on top of this, all of this type of stuff, AI helping, all this, etc., is going to be pushing into Xbox itself. When Windows first came together, we had to start the start button. The Copilot is like the start button, said Nadella earlier this week. It becomes an orchestrator of all of your app experiences. So for example, I just go there and express my intent, and it either navigates me to an application or brings me to an application for Copilot. So think about, like, you say you go talk to Xbox and say, hey, I want to go play an FPS game. It pulls up Halo, pulls up Gears of War, and you go from there. So intriguing stuff nonetheless with big corporate changes and their future of the Xbox. Make sure you guys are subscribed. Check out the Theragun promotions if you guys are interested in the hashtag ad down below. All 3 separate links. We have the Twitter, Twitch, and subscribe if you guys are new. I'll see you guys up in more videos all tomorrow.